Welcome back, awesome action toy fans and subscribers. We are Tuesday, the 14th of May 2024. I'm looking at this really, well, not really, but it's a much older set from the Iron Man 2 movie. I'm finally getting around to opening this. I bought this, well, maybe 2 years ago here in China. Opening it now because I'm running out of toys to review. Waiting for a few deliveries to come. They haven't come yet, so I thought I might as well open this one and have a look. It does look pretty cool. I really like the look of that sea assault drone, but I know the hip joints are going to wind me up. I can see already that you've got to line the joint before you move it, which is a real nightmare. Iron Man, but the Ivan Whiplash Vanker does look pretty cool. I've got one somewhere else already, not sure where. Quite nice. That case looks good, but not the rock missiles coming out. That just looks ridiculous. Anyway, let's turn it around. I reviewed this other day, the Vortex, the Mark 6 Red Vortex. I'll put a link in the top right for you. Pretty cool. Quite looking forward. This is not the most exciting thing. I did get a few Marvel things and a Thunder Tanks tank in UK the other day from a shop that I bought online. So that's really quite cool. Can't wait to get back to UK in what, 2-3 months and have a play of those. Anyway, I'm digressing. I'm going to unbox this, set it up. I'll be back in an instant. Stay tuned. Here they are. Obviously, the drone is the highlight from this set. They've got his shoulders sort of armlet slightly misaligned. Not bad. I mean, I think it's worth it for the drone and Whiplash, more the drone. Shame that you can't get lots and lots of drones in like an army building pack, but quite nice. Accessories: Iron Man comes with alternate right hand for gripping, presumably for his case, which we'll see in a second. Then you get two of these little rockets, and you get the case, which is quite nice looking, but it looks massive for 1/18 scale. Look, a bit of a 1/12 scale possibly. Quite nice though. And the big issue of this, I don't mind shooting rockets, but they stick out way too far. That's the actual trigger button there. It looks like the case might be able to open from one side. Oh, very cool. So you can open from one side. You've got that inside there, which is surprisingly good. I was not expecting that. So props to Hasbro for that. Then you put your two rockets here. And that's the button to shoot. So let's have a little shoot, shall we? Let's do this. Pretty cool, but I'm a terrible shot of that. I should have got at least one of them before. It's what you just press the button once, they both shoot out one after the other. That is pretty nice. But as I said, when you've got the rockets in and they're sort of loaded up, I mean, come on now. That's not very subtle. Yeah, that's not very incognito. I think someone's going to notice that sticking out so far, but pretty cool. Quite like the case, and that, again, the opening part just adds a lot of value to it in my mind for an accessory. Okay, figures, please continue. Please consider joining the Patreon. Link in the top right of the screen now. Get to see all the videos before they're published on YouTube, exclusive content from time to time, and also we do have prize draws as well, so it's worth checking out, especially since it's free for 7 days with no obligation to continue or to pay. Okay, so let's look at Whiplash. I'm sure I've got one of these already. Pretty cool. Shame about the hair not painted particularly well, but those sort of laser electric whips have got lots of uses in my universes, so I do like that accessory a lot. These looks pretty cool. Head's pretty cool. The actual body with the knee and the chest part and the sort of the exoskeleton part on him do add a lot of appeal for sci-fi customizers. You could take this off. It's quite flexible if you wanted to. I guess take his legs off or something, or his body apart, or you could boil it and hot water rather and slide it down his waist. But he's pretty cool looking. Iron Man. It's not a bad looking Iron Man, to be fair, but the head is so small. Bear in mind that's a real head that's supposed to be a real head inside a helmet, and that's the helmet's head size is tiny. That's like, yeah, it's like a pea head inside there, peanut head. But it's not a bad Iron Man, but like the other ones I've seen. But again, that hip system, which I don't like. And then our drone, these shoulder things do come off quite easily. You see I didn't put that one on quite low enough. See, it pops off so easily. And I'm not needed, but I mean, you could put them backwards if you wanted to, I guess. You could do it that way. But that's always the thrusters on the front. It looks a bit funny, but still stays that way as well. Pretty cool looking. I like this. He's a big boy. I think that head is fantastic because it's so plain. Not a lot on there, but I do like that sort of cold look. See the hips there? I had a quick play earlier and they didn't want to move anywhere, so I might have to heat that in hot water later. Coming up to the big feet, which help me stand up. And the back there is pretty cool. Bit of paintwork on that and make it pop. Lots of uses for him. I might look for some more of these drones or Iron Man sets. I can find them for cheap enough. Probably just the drones loose. Okay, let's get an idea of articulation. Let's go to Mr. Well, look at his balance using that electric whip. He's about to fall over. Let's have a look at articulation on Mr. Whiplash first of all. And that arm there was in the, oh my word, that's super stiff. That was in the packaging like that, and that is like, yeah, I'm not going to break him. So that needs hot water treatment. So head, left, right, there is not really up and down, not really side to side. Shoulder is all the way around and to the side. He gets flat. This one could go more, I guess. Bicep, getting 90, was not expecting that from Hasbro, and maybe a bit less on the other arm. Hands, they turn, but I can't see any other articulation on them. I don't want to risk that. There is a trunk, but he's joined trunk to waist, so it's limited. He can turn forwards, backwards a tiny bit, side to side a little bit. There is no waist that I can feel. Hips will be is that same joints that I dislike. We've got a lot of the joints, yeah. So he won't go sideways like that. Will he go forwards? There, he can go forwards. If I line it the other way, he'll go the other way, but it's not particularly good. It's like I guess that works for a kind of strange kick. It's got a sideways action. Backwards, not really. There is a double kneecap, it's a bit stiff, and the cloak gets in the way. There we go. But you're getting tight nonetheless. And then the feet. There's a dorsiflexation, there's a tippy toe, but I'm not getting much else out of that. It needs to be hot water treatment on the arm and that hip. And then Mr. Iron Man. It's got a left and right. It's got a not really up and down, not really side to side. Shoulders all the way around. And then laterally he's getting, it's not even 90 maybe? Yeah, not even 90. It appears to be quite a bit less. Bicep, he's getting 90 on one and slightly less on the other. Trunk, he can turn tiny forwards, backwards, not really side to side, nothing waist. Hips, okay, his hips do move. He goes outwards, but not a great angle. And forwards he won't go unless I can manage to turn his hip joint around and then twist the thigh. There's a thigh twist also on Whiplash, I forgot to mention. His hands just circle, just rotate, and you can swap his hand over. He's got a double kneecap, super tight, that's fantastic. Feet. He's got a, yeah, sort of a semi-boot turn. It's got a dorsiflexation, or rather a tippy toe and a very small dorsiflexation. Not great. And it appears that he's not aligned because it appears that one of his legs is a lot longer than the other. Like his right leg's longer than his left is going to sort of lean over. Our drone, really what I've got the set for. Looks so good. Head, left and right is limited. Up and down is good. Side to side he can do. Shoulders, can he move? Yeah, all the way around on both arms. Lateral raise, those tiny because the sculpting, I'll be tempted to cut that off so it gets more motion. Biceps, nearly 90 on both sides. Has he got a trunk? Awesome. Forwards, backwards is great. Turn is great. And sideways is small. Nothing on the waist. Hips were stuck earlier when I had a look. And you can see that they are... Oh, I'm telling a lie. They are moving now. There we go. I must have loosened them. Full splits this way. But forwards... How are you going to do forwards? You have to align and twist. So, yeah, it's just... Hip system I can't stand. Knees, single kneecap, about 90 degrees, a bit less, a bit loose though. Feet, he gets a boot turn, get in. He gets a, not really a swivel, gets a tippy toe and a tiny dorsiflexation. But he does look great. I'd love to get a few of these. I've got one or two already, not this one, other types of drones, which I will, if I can find, I'll put links in the top right for you. let's get an idea of size. So this one is approaching around 10 cm. Iron Man is just under 11 cm. So this one is literally about 4 inches. Iron Man's a little bit under 4.5 inches. Our drone is 12 cm, sort of 4 3/4 inches. Okay, comparison. So I will use the usual suspects. So I use my Fortnite aim because it's slightly bigger, my custom one. Slightly bigger than your most average size modern 1/18 scale figures. I'll stick him next to Iron Man and the drone, since they are slightly bigger. And you can see that he's a touch taller than Iron Man, certainly a fair bit smaller than the drone. If I get my Nurinu Sentinel from Acid Rain World, one of the, in my opinion, one of the best 1/18 scale figures released in a while. He was holding his gun, he sort of let go now. I'm too lazy to make him hold it again in a proper fashion. Bear in mind, I've got a Fortnite head in this figure. You see towers over the Acid Rain World figure as well. Let's take him, I'll move him to the side. If I use Annex 2179, the I've forgotten the name again. The female android, who's got some of the best articulation for upper body in 1/18 scale. Approaching articulation perfection upper body, I would say, but lower body needs a lot of work still. Okay, she's standing up. I think so. Ooh, no, she's not. Okay, let's put her there. See that? Again, they scale very, very well with the figures, but Iron Man just feels to be a bit small, and that head is too small. A nice set. If you can find it at a decent price, it is worth picking up because that drone is pretty awesome. Even for customs work, that drone's pretty good. Iron Man here, but Whiplash got lots of potential. Just got to make sure I can put him in some hot water, loosen up that hip and that shoulder. Nice set. I do like that a lot. I'll be looking out for some more of these Iron Man sets. Maybe on eBay, might be more expensive there, but also here in China. Okay, this is Awesome Match Toys signing out, saying please like, share, subscribe. Check out the Patreon. There's a link in the video description below. And also, something else I want to say. Also, there are discount codes in the video description as well below for some of the better sellers. So I'll see you next video soon. Stay happy and keep collecting. Bye-bye.